Hey, welcome back to another edition of A-Face Brew Review. My name's Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. We've got a Hazy IPA release from Revision Brewing Company in Sparks, Nevada. We're going to their Planetary Fog double IPA. They call it a double IPA, but at 7.5% these days, it's pretty much a strong IPA. So, looking at that, I have never had this beer before, nothing from Revision. Popped up at my local bottle shop, thought I'd give it a try. Getting into the specs of the beer, clocks in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, like I said. 23 IBU, so very low IBU content for this beer. Typically the New England style has a lower IBU content, but this one especially low from what I've seen. From the accolades of this beer, pretty solid. From Beer Advocate, 4.17 out of 5, putting it in that exceptional category. And from the folks over at Untapped, you're looking at 4.19 out of 5 caps from about 2K ratings or so, 2,000 ratings. So some good stuff going on there. Excited to try this beer. Today's date is the 21st of February. This was canned on 1/18/18, so just over a month old, still relatively fresh. Let's crack the cap on the Planetary Fog and see what it holds for us today. They are using Mosaic, Citra, Amarillo, and Galaxy hops in this beer, so some really good hop varieties there. Just pouring a very hazy, like pale yellow color in the glass, looking very similar to a lot of other New England style beers. No clarity whatsoever, mild carbonation streaming up from the bottom there. We've got a very light white head, very tightly compact bubbles, probably about a pinky's worth or so. Really nice beer in the glass. Like I said, no clarity penetrating through that. See if we swirl it around, we get any sort of alcohol legs or glass lacing clinging to the side. Yeah, maybe a little bit, pretty spotty. Let's get an aroma and a smell on this bad boy. Very juicy. Wow, big juicy notes up front. I get a lot of, right off the bat, I get a lot of pineapple, mango, like peach skin, some stone fruit. I get some like orange kind of juice, orange zest to this beer. Maybe a light pininess. Some like mild pale malt. Some papaya in there, mango, really nice tropical fruit, juicy notes with a nice orange zest quality in there, some peach skin as well. All right, guys and gals, let's get into the taste on this bad boy, the Planetary Fog from Revision Brewing Company, Sparks, Nevada. Yeah, I get a little bit of pale malt sweetness up front, then followed by big juicy notes. Big mango notes, pineapple in there. I get a little bit of papaya. Also, kind of really following the nose here. Some nice orange juice, zesty qualities to this beer coming out as well. Very like orange rind. A little bit of peach skin in there following the nose as well. Very rindy is what I would think. Interesting finish on this one. Kind of get a little pine in the finish, but also more so citrus zest, tropical fruit rind coming out on the back end. It has a little bit of a yeastiness to it as well. It's a nice dry finish. You're presented with a lot of sweetness up front, and then it kind of dries out towards the back end. Maybe a little bit of greeniness too in the back end, but there's some yeast hanging out as well. No alcohol at all for 7.5%. Excuse me. Really smooth, easy drinking. Getting into the mouthfeel of this beer, it's about a medium body, I would say. It's kind of a light to a medium creaminess, very smooth, very drinkable. Nice carbonation adding to the drinkability of this brew here. As for a grade, excuse me there, I would say 91 or 92. I'm going going to go 92. I think it's a very, very solid beer. A- beer. I would definitely drink this again if it came around my area or if it was on tap somewhere. I think this is solid. These New England style IPAs are totally dominating the marketplace now, as you guys and gals know who keep up in the beer world. And all the smaller microbreweries who are doing more one-off things are really penetrating the market, and I think cutting into some of the market share of, you know, the bigger breweries, whether it's a Stone or a Deschutes or, you know, Lagunitas, Sierra Nevada. You know, those used to be big, hyped up releases, whether you're talking about like a Celebration Ale, and I think a lot, or, you know, or a Stone and Joy, by matter of fact. I think now you're starting to see a lot of these, you know, you see the labeling like this. This has kind of become the trend over the last year or so, you know, waiting outside in line in the brewery. And I think it's a good thing. You know, I think it's a really cool thing what they're doing. It kind of frustrates me in a sense from a selfish perspective of trying to get my hands on this beer because, you know, I just don't have the time with my job and whatnot. But being able to trade or pick it up, I think if you were able to see more beers like this one available in a full scale, you know, at least a limited release offering where it did, you know, reach the total line of Moores and Bevmos, or, you know, even seeing good New England style IPAs on the shelf in the grocery store. We'll get there eventually, but, you know, until that day comes, what'd you guys think of this beer? Let me know. Leave it all in the comment section down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What'd you think of the Planetary Fog? I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I say it every single time. If you want to trade for a beer, hit me up below. I'll hit you back. I'm usually pretty good about that. Sometimes I do fall through the cracks, so I'm sorry to you guys who I haven't gotten back to. Until next time, 92 for me. Thanks again, you guys. Cheers, bros. See y'all again on Bayface Brew Review.